The space-time fabric of the void is... I'm sorry that our meetings are always as the result of bad news, Descendant. But this matter is urgent, so I will cut to the chase. Since the destruction of the Ironheart, dimensional breaches have been occurring with increasing frequency in the Axion planes. We had stopped investigating the Axion planes because of the void storms, but due to the severity of the situation, we've changed our plans. We must proceed with the reoccupation operation.
Sorry, I didn't know you were there. You made it. You don't know this place, right? Neither do I. I'm tempted to explore every nook and cranny, but given the situation, I can't. Anyway, I've got information I need to tell you. So let's get to it. This is such a quiet and desolate place. It's a shame you have a mission to do. HQ must be in a hurry. Let's walk and talk. Since I'm temporarily in charge, I'll be briefing you on your mission. We've detected an increased amount of dimensional anomalies in this area recently. The phenomenon seems to be a temporary one, but we need to know if something like this could lead to a dimensional breach. The targets to be investigated are the Dimensional Energy Survey Points and the Colossus Guided Capture Zones, just to be sure. They do seem pretty far away, don't they? I guess that's why we've been issued with that new mobility equipment. What is it called again? Apparently, it was decommissioned after the development of RK teleportation. But I've been told there's nothing quite like it for physically traveling long distances. As Kyle said, riding this bad boy was like riding a wild horse across the plains. Ew. Anyway, it's a shame that such a useful piece of equipment was retired. It was probably because there's nowhere to use it, right? Other than Albion and Kingston, we've lost most of our territory. After the war is over, we should all take a trip to the seaside with this thing. I hear you can still find unpolluted water out beyond the Axion plains. Oh, yeah, operation instructions. Look, it's written in the manual here. I've tested it a few times, but I'm still more comfortable in my liquid RK state. I'll practice with it some more later. You go ahead.
Large clusters of breach creatures have been detected within the unstable dimension zone. Search and destroy. What? Are you saying they're not actually Vulgus? Legion Special Assault Ship detected in the airspace. Descendant, engage the assault ship. Descendant, this is surprising. And not in a positive way, of course. It may be hard to believe, but the body tissue of the Vulgus you are currently engaged with contains Colossi DNA. The situation is more critical than we thought. If the Vulgus have created a new species, we need to gather as much data as possible to develop effective countermeasures. This is HQ. We're classifying the Vulgus currently in Axiom under a new category. Designation is the Legion of Breach. We are detecting mixed Vulgus and Colossi signals. The exact size of the force is difficult to determine. We advise all descendants to engage at their discretion. Tactical transport en route to the descendant's position. Close air support available. Danger close. I repeat, danger close. I'm detecting biosignals of powerful enemies. They appear to be different from the usual Legion of Breach units. More biosignals of powerful units detected. This is a match for the Abyss Scarab, a creature which is indigenous to the Axian Plains. It's likely to be a mutated variant. Descendant, I received the materials you sent. It's clear that the dimensional balance has been compromised since the Ironheart was used. While I analyze the energy patterns, I need you to investigate a few other locations. Do you see those giant circular structures? They're called Colossus-guided capture zones. If a dimensional breach were to occur, these constructions would be the only remaining defense against any Colossi on the Axiom Plains. I need you to go and survey these Colossus-guided capture zones.
Attention. Large-scale dimensional breach in progress. Please evacuate to an area out of range of the sirens, or depart the Colossus-guided capture zones. Warning. Large-scale dimensional breach in progress. Please evacuate to an area out of range of the sirens, or vacate the Colossus guided capture zones.
As expected, many of the outer walls have suffered severe damage, and the decoy pulses are non-operational. Hold on. This signal is... Descendant, you need to get out of there, quickly. A void storm is rapidly approaching. Valby, do you copy? Fall back, both of you.
Or depart the Colossus guided capture zone. Warning. Large-scale dimensional breach in progress. Please evacuate to an area out of range of the sirens, or vacate the Colossus guided capture zone.
Descendant, do you read me? A powerful void storm is approaching the Axian plains. Energy readings are approaching Sigma level. Evacuate to safety before it's too late. Descendant, this looks like a dimensional breach in progress. I repeat, dimensional breach. Colossus inbound.
Nell, what's happening?
A dimensional breach has opened directly onto the Axiom plane. All investigative personnel have withdrawn.
Just get to... Received your report, Descendant. Well done. Unfortunately, despite your efforts, we have a serious security situation in Ingress. Corell's use of the Ironheart has upset the dimensional balance. Axion, where the balance between dimensions was already unstable, is being breached. We need to secure the Axion planes to keep Colossi from pouring in. Once the Void Storm subsides, we'll begin an operation to recapture the Axion planes. Until then, I need you for other high-priority missions. I know. I'm reluctant to surrender the area too. The Colossi that have appeared in the Axion planes seem to have evaded our radar. We haven't detected the distinctive wavelengths they emit when they die. I can't imagine that a Colossus that had made it as far as Ingress would have willingly turned back. There must be another reason. We'll find out when we retake the Axion planes. I'm sure we'll have another opportunity.
Seeing Albion in an uproar again means we must have had another huge guest.
I have some information about our latest guest. Stop by when you have a moment.
Humanity is very weak. I heard that the arrival location of this Colossus was different than the previous time. It appeared in a place where the intercept network is useless. Well, that must be the Axion planes. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade the Void radar at the moment. But I can help you take on the Colossus. According to the data, your mobility equipment was actually a risk factor in this operation. You could have been caught by one of the Colossi. The power output is a critical issue. But for decommissioned equipment, it didn't perform too badly. So I suppose we shouldn't complain. And you are still going to have to use this equipment on the battlefield, aren't you? In that case, I have something for you. I was considering improving the performance of your mobility equipment. Try this prototype part first. We'll see how it performs in the field, and then if it can be improved. Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting. Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
The space-time fabric of the... I'm glad you're safe, Descendant. The dimensional breach in the Axion planes has been stabilized. It seems the Vulgus wanted to avoid a Colossi invasion as well. Of course, this means Albion HQ halted the operation to reoccupy the Axion planes. A neutral zone has been established for both sides. If the fighting continues, another dimensional breach will open in the Axion planes. You seem unhappy with HQ's decision, Descendant. Balby seems to share your views. I've heard her say many times that water that leaks in can also leak out. But the void can't be thought of as water that can be bailed out. It's more like the abyss. The more we try to empty it, the more the monsters in there become interested in us. I hope you'll trust HQ's decision on this occasion.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Descendant. I was able to extrapolate some interesting information using the data from Operation Sigma Sector. I do not believe the purpose of the Oblivions was to occupy Ingress. If it was, there was no reason to keep such a powerful force in Sigma Sector. This could have a lot of implications, Descendant. Perhaps Karel was not only after the Ironhearts in Ingress. Perhaps he desired Arche as well. And our troubles do not end there. In the midst of this chaos, the Vulgus have their sights set on the Axion Plains. The Axion Plains is the most dimensionally unstable place in Ingress. The Vulgus even created a dedicated force to invade it, which means the Axion Plains must be of great strategic value to them.
What do they hope to gain from occupying the Axiom planes? So many questions. We should tackle them one at a time, starting with those that concern the Vulgus. If Glay will allow it, I need to explore the memories of her daughter Dia through RK synchronization. Dia was an Oblivion commander, so she must have received orders directly from Corel. We need to find out what they were, and quickly. Descendant. Descendant. I remember the moment we first met. This place is the same as where we met then. A subconscious space formed by RK. It was created based on the moment when RK activity was at its peak in Dia's memories. Follow my voice. I need your RK to analyze her memories. Look over there, Descendant. A memory that has been molded into a physical form. It has been made unerasable, no matter how hard she tries to forget it. It appears to have been created by coercive commands or brainwashing. We should investigate. This is a Vulgus structure. Dia recognizes this place as a ship. She must have come to this place many times to have this information embedded in this way. Yes, this is a memory that was imprinted on Dia as an Obliviant. The Vulgus ship that she boarded as a commander. Does this mean... Corel. Descendant, it is Corel. We must hurry. I told you this memory was forced into this shape, didn't I? Dia does not wish to remember this moment any longer. If we miss this opportunity, we may never see it again.
Corel, connection has been established with Cliphoff. However, the dimensional gap left behind by the destruction of the Ironheart will soon be sealed. The connection will not last.
Dominator! Can you hear my voice?
Sire! Is all well? I have been concerned for you.
My well-being is not important. Your report on the situation in Cliphoff.
Sire...
Did you not hear me? Your report on the situation in Cliphoff.
Forgive me, sire. But I thought with the dimensions connected, you would soon be returning to Kliphoth. The situation in Kliphoth is dire. Most of the key areas of the planet have been destroyed by the Colossi. The Legion of Darkness you left behind has been wiped out. The Order of Truth, including your humble servant, still resists. But time is running out.
Dominator! I have finally raised a legion that wields the power of the ancestors. Our analysis of the Colossi and our Void research have provided more than sufficient means to save.
Sire, it appears there are not enough remaining Ironhearts. The dimensional gap is growing.
Dominator! If I strike the weakest point of the dimensional boundary on this planet, I can still reach Kliphoth with the remaining Ironhearts. Do not give up!
Sire, with all due respect, it is time to face reality. Such actions will only lead to the destruction of both worlds, and you will not stop the Colossi. Please, let go of Kliphoth. Join forces with the descendants of the ancestors for the great cause. You know that the enemy of all life is approaching from beyond the void.
Enough! I will hear no more of this. I will not give up on Kliphoth.
Sire, the dimensional gap is closing. Please, accept the truth.
Dominator! Dominator! Karel. Hope for the great cause, from the descendants, from the enemies of my home. Kliphoth and vengeance. I refuse to give up on either. My first descendant. Awaken those like you and prepare to march. I will use every means necessary to restore the Ironheart.
Corral. Descendant. I suggest we break the RK synchronization immediately. Dia's subconscious is building a defense mechanism. As soon as you leave this memory, I will terminate the synchronization. Hurry.
Keep it short and sweet. Hey, Descendant. I heard you extracted a ton of military intel from Daya's mind. RK sure is useful. Wish I was a Descendant. Just a quick hop onto the teleportation pad and whoosh, you're there. If we had RK, we wouldn't need to take a transport just to repair one generator. Right, so, the generator. Well, after Operation Sigma Sector, we kept the wide-range Sieve radar running non-stop. Generator was already in rough shape, and that finally did it in. Anyway, at least Alpha's happy he can inspect the front lines and attend meetings in person now. If only he knew how I felt. Although, he did say that, but I think he actually came along because he's worried about Nell. Nell hasn't been herself lately. She looks troubled, and she barely speaks during meetings. Looks like it's almost time for the meeting. I better hurry. Oh, and if Nell seems really down, just give Enzo a wink. You don't need to know what it means. It's our little secret. Just do it for me, all right?
Alpha, Daya's memories have generated ideas for future operations. Or, to be more accurate, ideas for the direction of our future responses rather than the operations themselves. Especially how we respond to the restoration of the Ironheart. Those parts of Daya's memories are very concerning.
Restoring the Ironheart is likely why Corel awakened the Oblivions. Corel has assembled this formidable army to try and save Klipoth. As for how and when Corel will try to restore the Ironheart, we've learned a lot about Corel and the Vulgus, but there are still many aspects that are unclear.
Let's focus on what we can do right now. Corel said that 2 Ironhearts will be enough to bridge the 2 worlds. He will strike where the dimensional boundary is weakest on this planet. And we know where that location is.
The Axian Plains. The Vulgus have been targeting the area for some time now. They've even created a dedicated army for that purpose. If they can't restore the Ironheart, it seems they intend to utilize the very worst capabilities of that zone.
It'll be like stirring up a hornet's nest. They'll incite the Colossi and maybe even cause a dimensional breach. But we are reaching breaking point. Now that we know Corel's plan, there's only one option left for us. Whatever he means to do, we can't let him have his way.
Assuming Daya's memories are not distorted, it seems that Corel has nowhere left to retreat to. This is where he will make his final stand. It's possible that this could be Ingress's final war.
I suggest we recommence operations to occupy the Axian Plains. The Void Storm is ongoing, but securing this zone will make the rest of our responses easier. We need to reduce as many variables as possible before the final confrontation.
Thank you for that, Enzo. To navigate the Void Storm, I propose we use tactical transports. Operation Sigma Sector has improved our shielding technology. It should be enough to allow us to access the Axian Plains.
All right. I'll have Harris report in when I get back to Albion. That must be why she's been so busy. Refueling will take a while. Why don't you take a break before we take off?
Yes, sir. I will review the operation details while I wait.
Nell, what's wrong?
I'm all right. I'm just tired.
I'm not surprised. Both of you, go get some fresh air and stretch your legs.
Do you need something?
No, it's not really that important, but,
But what?
Well, if it's okay, would you like to go for a walk?
Oh, good! I need to go grab some herbs. You're coming too. Right, Captain?
Blair, take the hint if you don't want to die.
Oh, you guys go ahead. I've got a cramp in my leg.
Let's go. Not too far, though.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, seriously, what is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Do you get
all
it
right?
now?
Nell, you seem to be going through a lot lately. I wonder if there's anything I can do to cheer you up?
Enzo, do you remember the 26th Mobile Infantry?
Oh, of course. I supplied them with munitions many times. They were really brave soldiers. Huh. I wonder where they're fighting now.
They were all killed in action.
Oh.
During the mission I was overseeing.
Nell.
While en route to Hagios, the main force was threatened. I had the choice to save them if I used the 26th Mobile Infantry as bait. So I sent them to their deaths, believing it was a sacrifice of the few to save the many.
Nell, it wasn't your fault. Think of how many lives you saved. I would have given the same order.
Enzo, if you were one of those few, would you still have wanted me to do it? Tell me what I should have done.
In situations like that, you do what has to be done, Nell. I believe in you.
All right. Enzo Stallone.
Nell, what happened? What did Enzo say? Did he ask you anything?
We talked about the operation.
Oh.
We're in the middle of a war. That's all we should talk about. Alpha. When you've needed to sacrifice a few for the many, how did you make that choice?
I used to make decisions rationally, just like the previous Alpha did. But it's different now. I want us to survive together, or if it comes to it, die together. Damn, I must be getting sentimental in my old age.
Oh, the two of you make it so complicated. You want me to tell him? I'll lock you both in a room where you can't leave until you kiss each other. Oh!
Super 6-1 is unresponsive. I repeat, Super 6-1 is unresponsive.
Transport, respond!
This is Super 6-1 requesting assistance. We're
Alpha,
descending
Harris,
fast toward the
respond!
Axiom planes. I repeat, we're descending toward the Axiom planes.
Nell! Alpha, Harris, please respond. Nell, can you hear me? Damn it!
This is Dominic of the 22nd Recon Squad. I'm here at Blair's request. Is Jaber not with you?
Ha! Pseudo left first. All the other descendants are still on their way.
How the hell did a transport that took off from Kingston end up here? Was it because of a dimensional breach? I've heard this is a dangerous place for non-descendants.
It's only dangerous for non-descendants when void energy is present. Right now, the dimensional breach has cleared the air. The issue is, Cleared the air of transports as well.
This is no time for jokes, Blair. All of High Command is missing.
Yeah, I wish that was just a joke.
The tactical transport rescue signal is coming from somewhere in the Axian plains. I'm not sure if they were sucked into the breach or crashed, but we are picking up a repeating signal.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'd prefer it to be a crash. Our transports are tough. They shouldn't have more than some bumps and bruises.
Okay. I'll be leaving right away. The follow-up briefing will be taken by Cadet Amelia, the interim tactical adjutant.
I will do my best, Executive Officer Stallone.
Rough first day, rookie.
It's not often you get to learn on the job, so I'm happy. I'm Cadet Amelia, the tactical adjutant in training, and in charge of this operational briefing. Continuing what Executive Officer Stallone was saying, I'll begin the follow-up briefing immediately. Please bear with me if I stutter. Firstly, since the Axian Plains is a very large area, it's not efficient for us to conduct a search as one large group. And considering the size of this dimensional breach, it's very likely a Colossus will force its way through at the next opportunity. In preparation for the worst, we've divided up the operation zones to allow an efficient ground intercept response. Any warnings of Colossi appearances will be communicated through me or through the Axian Central Control System. Please keep all comms channels clear at all times. All right. Let's begin the operation. Oh, Descendant. Please, find the commander and the captain, and Nell.
Descendant, primary tactical objective confirmed in Operation Zone. Please take it out. Breach creature response confirmed. Inbound to location.
assault ship identified. Colony of breach creatures spotted inside the operation zone. Special assault ship spotted over the operation zone. Vulgus special assault ship identified. Vulgus special assault ship spotted. Target nearby. I'll guide you to the location. Descendant, requesting takedown of enemy assault ship.
Dominic, there's no trace of the tactical transport.
No signs here either. This is like looking for a missing fork in an entire kitchen.
Descendant, I'm detecting a dimensional energy imbalance in the Axiom planes. Prepare for a ground intercept.
Damn. We're fighting rats instead of forks.
Everyone, please continue the search. But if a Colossus appears, intercept immediately.
special assault ship identified. Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby. Colony of breach creatures spotted inside the operation zone.
To all Descendant Corps, the size of the current dimensional breach is too great. A continued search is unfeasible. Withdraw to Kingston to regroup. I repeat, withdraw to Kingston to regroup.
Vulgus special assault ship spotted over the operation zone.
Damn it. This has to be the worst it's ever been since the war with the Vulgus began. Almost all of HQ is MIA. We've searched every inch of the Axian plains, but we've yet to find the missing HQ transport vehicle. And the durability of the Colossus-guided capture zone has been stretched to its limits. It may not be able to hold the Colossi for much longer. If the breach continues to grow like this, our void radar will be useless and our intercept network will completely collapse. I'd like to focus on finding the transport, but we have too many other things to worry about right now. Maybe the transport really did go into the dimensional breach. What's going on?
A massive heat source is approaching the Axian plains. Judging by its size on the radar, the Colossus type is... Wait, this isn't the right size for a Colossus.
A Vulgus fleet.
To humanity, to save my world, and to preserve yours, I give you your first and only chance. Those who have the power to decide must appear before me. I will wait beneath the eye of the breach.
Is that Corel?
This communication is being broadcast one way. Hold on. Did Corel just make us an offer?
Let go! Let go of me! Alpha! Alpha!
I will bring this bounty with me.
Corral, you bastard! Don't you dare!
Alpha!
Nell, I need to meet with Corel right away. Get that message to the Vulgus however you can.
Adjutant Stallone, we haven't finished analyzing the call yet. It could be a trap.
Yes, that's very likely. In fact, it probably is a trap in many ways. But you can't fake screams like those. I know these are our people. I can feel it.
If you're set on leaving, please give me operational command. I'll have sniper cover and quick response troops standing by.
Affirmative. But you must never issue the order to attack first. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So, you are the new commander.
Where's Alpha? What do you want? Release them now!
What I want. What I want is time. Time to mourn my people slaughtered by the Colossi. Time to build strength to reclaim my home planet. And time to return before it falls.
What does that have to do with us?
My home planet, Klipoth, is being destroyed by the Colossi. I must bring back to Klipoth the means to exterminate the Colossi. My Arche Legion, that took 100 years to complete. My first descendants. Now do you understand how humanity has managed to survive all this time? I had to endure your provocations until you fools could awaken your Arche. The 100 years I have spent here has been but a few months on Klipoth. Even now, my people are being slaughtered by the Colossi.
Ingress is also exposed to the Colossi because of the catastrophe you caused! The slaughter is happening here too!
Then this war needs to end.
Stop it, you bastards!
I have a way to save both worlds, Klipoth and Ingress.
Damn it!
To open the way to the Klipoth dimension, you need at least 3 Ironhearts. The Descendants destroyed one of them. But you also absorbed all of the particles of the destroyed Ironheart. You see, By fusing all the descendants together, I can create a new Ironheart. If you are all willing to become the new Ironheart and open the way, I will spare the rest of humanity.
Nell!
I will seal the dimension with this world in it and promise peace eternally.
Harris.
Sniper team, return to Albion. Strike team, also return to Albion immediately.